Welcome to the EmpowerHer Entrepreneur podcast with Janis Boudreau, the ultimate destination for fearless women business owners ready to conquer their next level of success. Get ready to ignite your entrepreneurial spirit as we dive deep into all things related to building your empire, setting ambitious goals, and scaling your business to new heights. This podcast is your go-to resource for empowerment and encouragement. Tune in every week as we inspire, motivate, and empower you to embrace your full potential as a woman entrepreneur. Welcome to EmpowerHer Entrepreneur, everybody, the podcast where we're diving into strategies, tools, and mindset shifts necessary definitely to thrive in the entrepreneurial world that we're in. I'm your host, Janis Boudreau, and today we're going to talk about an essential topic for every business owner. It's utilizing the best equipment and tools for your business while being as economical as possible. This is particularly crucial for those of us in sectors where equipment plays a central role in the service industry. And for myself, that means the advanced foot care industry. I have to say, I put a lot of time and effort when I'm looking at equipment and I'm looking at tools. I think it's one of the biggest posts that I see out there on different forums, but especially on our Footmaster Hub community, where there are a lot of us gathering. It is definitely something we are all looking into, comparing, see what works for others. I know that I have definitely looked into, especially recently, I ended up doing a complete list. Actually, it was one of my suppliers that had suggested it. And I took the time one evening and I wrote down absolutely everything I needed for my staff, my office, nurses that work for me. What is it that we need, whether it be office equipment, supplies for treatment, services. We also do spa where I'm at. What kind of things? Operating the clinic and the office. I'm talking about bags. I'm really talking about the gamut, right? There's just such a long list. Okay, I'm really not kidding. I wrote out the whole list. Of course, handwritten, because that's how I do things. I'm so darn old school. What have I told you? I was absolutely shocked to take the time and effort and compare it with about 5 suppliers I use. And some of them are podiatry, some are medical, surgical, Amazon, obviously Staples, different aspects. I was able to, I swear, I feel like just almost shave thousands of dollars a month off. I was quite surprised. I do have a big enterprise. We do see about over 3,000 service treatments a month. So obviously my numbers are going to be high. But you know what? When you actually take the time and you start to really look and break down item per item what you use, you wouldn't believe the amount of things that you can save on. I even delved really into shipping. If I want this company, maybe it was $5 cheaper. But, then there's a $20 or a $50, whatever it be, shipping cost. So after I did this, I was able to hand it back to my office staff, as well as the people who take care of the ordering in my office. And yeah, we were quite surprised by just making a few changes in products that we were able to save such a large amount of money that can be obviously utilized to either buy more equipment or buy other things. Running an advanced foot care business comes with its definitely own set of unique challenges and needs. And whether you're working in your clinic or you're offering home visits, the quality of your equipment directly impacts your service quality, client satisfaction, and ultimately your success. But here's the catch. How do you ensure you're using the best tools without breaking the bank? I have seen a lot of things out on the market that I always call them a money grab. I've seen especially products, oh my heavens, the ones you got to take a course, you got to get a certificate, you got to do this, you got to do that, and you could be trained in 5 minutes. So there's a lot of go-to arounds, even with some of the products on the market. You always want to be choosing safe items, safe things to be using on your client. If you're in a service industry, absolutely. But you really want to, like I said, I told you, I sat down there and I couldn't believe my lists, which have now transpired into wonderful typed out information about where and what we should be getting. Some of the biggest things I found, this is my industry, it was reprocessing, finding out jugs of this and vials and a lot of cleaning products and a lot of different things could be bought elsewhere until you take that time and do that. If you want to ever delve more into that with me, I absolutely offer mentorship. 1 hour you can book with me. I am really good with letting you know where you should be getting things, what would help in your business. There are, oh my gosh, there are just so many tools of the trade, right? So I always make sure we read a lot of labels. We do a lot of back binding. So we have found many different treatments, procedures, products, and tools that we didn't necessarily have to break the bank on them. We found them from reputable suppliers, and sometimes they can even be 1/5 of the cost. There's a lot of different treatment methods. I know, like us, we always delve into ingrown nails, and in our office we use a composite resin, which is very similar to another product that is marketed for ingrowns. It's almost like if you've ever looked at dental resin, how there can be hard and soft. Composite resin, and there's a lot of gel composites being sold by Beauty Supply that are already safe and already been using on toes, or same with the composite resin, which is really for dental. It's used in somebody's mouth, for heaven's sakes. There's a lot of different things out there that you can utilize for your treatments. A biggest thing for us too, we save a lot of money on training. We we really were cautious in where we needed to go for training and how to get it, and I utilize a lot of resources on the way. I don't know if she's out there, if she ever hears me on the podcast, but I remember going to visit Christine, who does the most amazing burr workshops out there. And believe it or not, I went and visited her about 12 years ago and got a lot of extra training from her. And I paid to be there for the day, and I had a wonderful time, and I built a great friendship with her. We're still friends to this day. That was something too, going into somebody else's clinic, spending the whole day there, seeing what was going on, what they're using, what products they loved. It's an older foot nurse right now. God, I love her. But she even told me how, half peroxide and half water is an amazing softening agent instead of using some of these very, very expensive products that are out there. A lot of nurses use half alcohol, half water, and that's their breeze sanitizing spray. So there's a lot of tidbits when you definitely mentor and you definitely get along and make those appointments with somebody to do a visit. We also do that. A lot of my clinical partners offer the same thing. So for us, we really break down areas we work in and what we need and where we can find things. Just recently, I found a footstool that you could prop up on, and instead of them being $100 or whatnot, I was able to find one on Amazon for under $50. How great is that? Especially when we want to worry about ergonomics and different things. And I shared that on the Fit Masters Hub community and on our page, and it got a lot of likes because they were like, "Oh wow, okay, that's out there, and it's so reasonable." So these are some of the things. I mean, there's just so many to talk about, but we really utilized and looked deep into what are the ingredients, what are the treatments, what are the tools, what are some of the things, and make sure that we're staying within our parameters of the things that we're using. Obviously, we do foot care clients, so we've got to be safe. But you know what? First, let's talk about prioritizing your investments. Not all equipment is created equal. You have to identify the tools you use most frequently and those that have significant impact on your service quality. These are your non-negotiables. Like investing in high quality, durable versions of these tools can save you money in the long run, as they're less likely to be frequent replacement or repair, which we absolutely hate. So some of those go-tos for us are definitely a lot of our clinic equipment, our chairs. We have the podiatry electric chairs. We've spent a lot of money on those. We do have the, oh heavens, what's the name of it? It's ortho something. The podiatry drills that are not the portable ones, the ones that you plug into the wall. I think Helios used to be one of them. Ortho Air, I believe that's the one that we are using in quite a few of our treatment rooms. And we also make sure to take the time to look at some of the burrs we're using and some of the nippers, because we want to make sure that we're not picking those up off of Amazon and that we're getting them from a good supplier. I have found an amazing surgical one that I buy them at probably 1/5 of the cost. And I even have my monograms put on them, which is absolutely excellent. But there's going to be some things that you are absolutely set on. We love a lot of our FootLogix products. We use those in our clinic. We love the foams, but if we go with creams, we love Gewall. Like, there's lots of different things that we just won't change on. We love a certain scalpel blade, so that's one of those things. Yeah, you can buy one. There's some that are $15 a box, and there's some are $40. Whatever industry you're in, you've got to look at what is the most important, especially for that service quality. Now, for being economical without compromising on quality, it's all about being resourceful and thinking outside the box, guys. For instance, consider refurbished or gently used equipment from reputable suppliers. Right now, even me, I have a brand new autoclave in a crate, and I have another used one that I'm selling, and we keep our logs, we have maintained it, we do yearly things. That's only one of the things. You got to be careful with buying some used stuff, autoclaves, absolutely, especially unless you can verify that this person, like myself, I run clinics, I run, best gold practice standards. You want to make sure definitely where you're getting, and that this equipment also meets the needs. Lord have mercy, I can't even believe it. I was on a forum on Facebook the other day. Somebody actually posted, I don't know what it was, it looked like a tin box with a lid. That is absolutely unacceptable in Canada to be reprocessing from. I couldn't even. I'm pretty sure they sit a liquid in it. It almost looked like, no, I can't even. Anyway, and she's posting this on a Foot Care forum that other people could be reading. And we all know that we need autoclaves with printouts. There's just, all these parameters that need to be made. But you can watch, even Marketplace. When I was starting out, did you know that I bought used dental and tattoo chairs? Hey, whatever, it worked. And actually, they're pretty neat. I mean, they went up, they went down, they did exactly what I needed. There are a lot of things you can think of that don't break your bank, that can help you. And it doesn't mean maybe you're not a new person, maybe you're a seasoned person, but you've really got to start to look at, the end and what you're bringing in. Another tip is to explore group purchasing organizations. You know what? That's another thing, is leasing. Sometimes people don't realize there's a lot of opportunities out there that you can help and lease equipment. And you know what? It's an expense every month. And you know what? It helps to negotiate better prices on the equipment, and it could mean significant savings for your business. Absolutely. But being economical isn't just about how you spend your money, ladies. It's also about maximizing what you offer to your clients. This is where thinking outside the box truly comes into play. For example, you could complement your traditional foot care services with educational workshops or custom orthotic sales. Like myself, we do offer orthotics. I, just made a partnership with a fellow chiropractor. She's absolutely amazing. It's a win-win situation. She trusts us with making sure we're getting her great clients, and she does an amazing assessment. And when she dispenses them, I mean, the clients absolutely love her. Another thing that we've really, pulled in and put extra profit on is we opened a small spa division. And what that means is, if Betty Lou, who's having her 80th birthday, yes, I know, we're nurses and, whatever industry you're in, but sometimes giving that little bit extra. So now Betty Lou's getting her nails painted and she's happy as heck. And no, maybe that's not your normal service thing, but sometimes when you have those little bit extra, that's what adds. We do compression. Oh my gosh, we have full lines of products. We have shoes of 3 different companies. These are all extras, especially when people are in there, and you can shop around for suppliers. Often these require minimal additional investment, but can provide great value to your clients and increase all your revenue streams. It's what we're after. Furthermore, consider leveraging technology to enhance your service offerings. There's digital tools and apps can help streamline your bookings, your follow-ups, and even some aspects of the foot care process, enhancing your efficiency and allowing you to serve more clients without additional tools. We use an absolutely amazing medical, digital, whatever you call it, management software. It's scheduling, it's booking, charting. It's got recalls for, say, compression or when somebody needs their diabetic assessment tool done. This is a one-stop shop and everything is included. It's also nice because no matter where we're at, if you start to look into a lot of these digital tools, whatever business you have, you want to think about it being accessible. I'm a world traveler. 3 months out of the year, in the winter I'm gone, and you want to utilize, I know it's hard. Believe it or not, I was a person who had the old school file system. And it was hard for me to at first transition. And then I realized, good grief, all I had to do was scan them, upload them, a little bit of training. All these programs have helped. My whole business, we've got certain drives that we use. We've got pretty much everything set up, and gosh, it saves us so much time and energy. That's another wonderful tool that you should be looking at, kind of pooling it all in together, all in one place. It can help, for sure. And let's not forget, the power of networking. Building relationships with other professionals in the health and wellness industry can lead to opportunities for resource sharing, which is very much what I'm proving here. I also do have the private Foot Nurses Hub community network. So those nurses are with me that they've either taken one educational course or program and they're offered 1 year free membership, or it's $39 a month to join. It's an app with a network, or there's a private Facebook group. You could use both, or you could use or. For heaven's sake, we have monthly tomorrow night. We have a huge network meeting on Zoom where, can you imagine the collaboration? We're actually talking about pricing and services, and we're being very focused and very intentional about the stuff that we're going to be learning, and we're going to be helping each other. Maybe there's another thing is that maybe there's another physiotherapist or a spa, anybody in your network with whom you could share space or equipment, reducing costs for both parties while cross-promoting your services to grow your client base. 2 of my clinics are in exactly that situation. They're in wellness centers. I pay a reduced amount. We're still available 5 days a week. You can cross-promote, depending on who you're sharing with. Maybe you get real lucky and you can share an autoclave with somebody. These are things you really need to think about. One of my friends, Audrey, and a colleague actually built this amazing wellness center where she's at, and I recently seen she's renting out space to other colleagues that could help all complement each other. How awesome is that? It's a one-stop shop for wellness. So kudos to her. I'm watching that build up. She's going to do absolutely fantastic at it. Lastly, never underestimate the value of continuous learning. Stay informed about the latest industry trends and cost-saving techniques. You know what? Sometimes a small investment in new technology can lead to significant savings in time and money down the line. Well, to wrap it up, you guys, being economically savvy in your advanced foot care business, wellness business, a lot of you could be mentoring, could have business outside of that. It doesn't mean cutting corners or sacrificing your quality. It's about being smart. It's about realizing to really study and look at what you're using, what it is, what it can do, where you can get it at. It's about making strategic choices and being resourceful and continually seeking innovative ways to provide value to your clients while maintaining your bottom line. Just remember, the goal is not just to save money, but to enhance your service offerings and client satisfaction, propelling your business forward in a sustainable and profitable direction. Well, I'd like to thank our listeners for tuning in to today's episode of EmpowerHer Entrepreneur. We hope you found inspiration and some practical advice to make the most out of these resources. Until next time, everybody, see you later.